Hi, I'm Juliet C. Obodo, and I'm the founder of FWRD Institute and FWRD University, where we design and develop trainings and programs with you in mind. So today we are covering the principles of success and how to set supercharged SMART goals. So this will ensure that you're able to have subconscious success, because as I mentioned in the first video, you've been trying to hit your goals and move through your life using your pinky, your conscious mind, when it would have been easier if you used your whole entire hand, incorporating your subconscious into the mix, because the subconscious is responsible for over 94% of our lives. So it only makes sense to have it involved in your goal setting process. And so I want to cover before you start to set a goal, the 6 principles of success. And this is an NLP lesson, so a mini lesson for you guys. So for the 6 principles of success, you should always know your outcome. In NLP, we talk about outcomes versus just goals, because we're assuming and we are making sure that we're at cause that this is going to happen. So it's an outcome versus a goal. And then the second principle is that you take action. So we have the spiritual plane, we have the mental plane, and then we also have the physical plane. So in order to bring something through the spiritual mental plane, you need to take action in the physical plane so that it comes to fruition. So that's why you actually need to do things. So it doesn't really don't just lay in bed and daydream, actually take action. So if you want to launch your online shop, get a shop, take out your laptop and sign up for Shopify. Start looking for products, start doing the things. The third principle is to pay attention to your results. So if something isn't working, then you need to make a note of it. You need to also make a note of what is working. And if something isn't working, that's the 4th principle of success. You need to be willing to change your behavior. You need to be flexible. So setting up my shop on WordPress isn't really working out, so I'm going to switch to Shopify. Or I'm trying to lose weight and Pilates isn't really doing the job, let me switch to boxing. So keeping the track of your results and being able to change them accordingly. Basically shift gears. The 5th principle of success is to focus on excellence. Don't just say, okay, so I just want to get this shop up and, we'll take it from there. It's like, no, I want to create a beautiful shopping experience for millennial women that are into beauty. Or I want to create an amazing travel experience for people that want something different when they travel. Or I want to be able to be the best coach and get my clients amazing results within 30 to 60 days. So always focus on excellence. Don't just try to just get the site up, or try to just get one package sold, or try to just get 2 clients on board. Focus on excellence. And then the final one, number 6, is to live with gratitude and integrity. So during the first launch of Master Your Youniverse, we only had a few students join. But as we started to just infuse the program with energy, and I kept meeting with people and sharing information, more students started to sign up, and I gave thanks for each person that signed up. When I launched my hypnotherapy practice, I was grateful for each client that decided to book with me. When I launched my mobile design agency, I was grateful for each client that decided to sign with our agency. So I was grateful for 1 or 10 or 20 clients. And that's how you should live. And then with that one client, I gave them everything. And so we got reviews and referrals from that. And so it just gets the ball rolling. That positive energy and that gratitude just helps infuse your outcome with positive energy. and gives you more things to be grateful for. So those were the 6 principles of success. Now let's get into setting these supercharged SMART goals. So as I mentioned earlier, we focus on outcomes versus goals in NLP. Now I want to cover just like the difference between a goal versus an outcome. So basically with a goal, scratch that. I actually meant the difference between goals and outcomes with states and values. So usually people are putting down states rather than goals and outcomes. So they say, I want to be an entrepreneur, or I want to be happy, I want to be rich, and I want it now, or like I'm full, or it's those are values and states. And so a lot of people do those things and say affirmations, and they don't actually have tangible goals. So I am a big believer and supporter of affirmations, but I'm a bigger believer in setting goals and outcomes. So with the goal and outcome, it's stated specifically, I want to be an entrepreneur. Specifically, I want to open an online boutique for plus size women. Or I want to launch a luxury travel agency. Or I want to become a real estate wholesaler. So it's very specific, and then you write it down, put it onto paper, and then time is involved. So I want to become a real estate wholesaler by the end of November, in 3 weeks or 4 weeks. Time is involved. You give it a date, and then you have steps involved. So I want to become a real estate wholesaler. I need to learn more about real estate wholesaling. I need to find a mentor. And then when you find out more about something, that's when you're really able to really put down the steps involved to get to your goals. So education, like learning more about something, should be the first step. And then it's measurable. So once you learned everything you need to know about real estate wholesaling, and you realize that you actually need to start calling people to close deals, you start setting goals for each day for the number of calls, and then the number of follow-ups, and then the number of deals closed. So your goals and outcomes need to be measurable. And then it should only be for you. I know that it's great to do things for your kids, for your mom, for your family, for your girlfriend, your boyfriend, but it's really, really important that you state these goals and outcomes for yourself. So I want to become a real estate wholesaler because I want to be able to look at my accomplishments by the properties I've sold. I've always been into real estate, and this is something that I've always wanted to do. Or I want to open up a luxury travel agency because I enjoy traveling and I know that I can make an income doing something that I love. Or I want to open this online beauty shop because I want to change the industry, and I feel like I'm a great person to actually do that. Since no one is doing it, I want to do that. I want to be that person. So it's important that you state these goals and outcomes for yourself. So to recap, a goal and outcome should be specific. You should write it down. Time is involved. Steps are needed to get there. It needs to be measurable and stated for self. Now let's get into the specifics of what you're actually going to write down for your goal or outcome. All right, so excuse me if I look to the side because I actually wrote down notes, so I want to be, accurate. So with the Supercharged SMART goals. So SMART goals is an acronym for how you set up goals or how you achieve goals. And so usually it's just an S for specific, or S for simple, M for meaningful, A for achievable, R for realistic, and then T for timed. So with NLP, we added additional steps So they're supercharged SMART goals. So then these additional steps will speak directly to your subconscious mind and help you stay on track to achieve these goals. So there's actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 steps versus just the 5 steps, but they all align within the acronym. So let's talk about S. So S for super smart charge goals, SMART goals is S. It has to be specific, as I mentioned. So you want to do something. You want your outcome to be at the end of the finish line. I want to either be able to run the New York City Marathon. I want to be able to get married by 2021. I want to be able to lose 15 pounds. I want to be able to start real estate wholesaling. I want to be able to launch my travel company. I want to be able to launch my online shop. So be specific. It should be simple. Not, I want to cure world hunger. I want to stop wars. I want to own a hotel chain. So it should be specific. And then second, simple. 3, you should see yourself doing this. So, for example, I could not see myself becoming a professional race car driver. Can you actually see yourself owning a luxury travel agency? Can you see yourself owning an online shop? Can you see yourself becoming a real estate wholesaler? So can you see yourself becoming a coach? Can you see yourself becoming a consultant? So you should be able to see yourself doing it. Next is M. It should be measurable. As I mentioned before, you should be able to say, I was able to launch my online shop in a specific amount of time, and then see how close you are to launching the online shop. I want to run the New York City Marathon, so you can be able to track and measure your rate and how close you are to being able to hit that goal. And then it should be meaningful to you. Like, I want to run in the New York City Marathon is because I've always seen myself as someone that wasn't fit or in shape. And my identity is as a fit person, and running the marathon will prove it to me. And it should act as if it's now. Like, I am a person that would run in the New York City Marathon. I'm dedicated to improve my numbers, my endurance. I am that person. I am the type of person to launch a luxury travel agency. I am organized. I am inventive. I have great ideas. I know how to make connections. I am that person. And it should be achievable. Like, I've been working out. I've been running each day, so I can definitely run in the New York City Marathon. I've been getting my business plans ready. I have my list of contacts. I've been researching. I definitely can launch this luxury travel agency. And it should align with all areas of your life. So you're not running off, you're not leaving your wife or kids or your husband and kids to just join the circus or something. It should be congruent with all areas of your life. So it should be something that's going to upend everything. Like, all of a sudden, I'm not going to become the VP of Groupon or VP of Airbnb because I'm running FWRD Institute, FWRD University. So that wouldn't align. That goal would not align with all areas of my life. And it should be realistic. You see it, as I mentioned before, you see yourself doing it. It should be realistic. I'm not going to all of a sudden be Elon Musk's right-hand woman. I could see myself as that, but just, you get the point. You should be responsible and ecological. So not harming anyone in your family, harming yourself. And it should be a good goal, good intentions behind it. And it should be timed. So I want to run the New York City Marathon in 2020. So I'm being able to, I have the ability to get prepared for that. I want to launch my online shop before Black Friday. I want to launch my travel company before end of October. So you should put timing behind it. And it should be towards what you want versus away. So that's the last thing. Don't set up a goal because, like, say I want to move out of my parents' house because they're annoying. So I need to get away from them. That puts you in a different mindset versus I want to move out of my parents' house because I'm ready to show my independence and I'm ready for more autonomy. It should be a towards goal. I want to launch my luxury travel agency because this is something I've always dreamed about. And I want to be able to help people plan these amazing experiences. I want to open up my online boutique because I want to disrupt the beauty industry and offer a solution to people that are looking for a full regimen versus one product. I want to make their lives easier versus I just want to start a business so I could quit my job. Your goals should be towards versus away. And so that puts you in a different mindset, and that helps combined with the last principle of success, living with gratitude and good intentions, you are pretty much guaranteed to hit your goals. And it's surrounded by positive energy. It's surrounded by realism and achievable outcomes and a measurement for success. So that is it for setting up yourself for success and setting up your supercharged SMART goals. I'll see you in the next video where we'll talk about now using your subconscious to easily manifest these goals. I'm really excited to share that information with you. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. And you can also keep in touch with me on Instagram at Juliet C. Obodo. All right. See you in the next video.